welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a demo slash review for you guys, and I'm going to be reviewing the one and only Revlon Salon one-step hairdryer and volumizer brush. This is what the box looks like. As for the brush, it's just black, pink, super lightweight, super minimal. It has these tangle-free combination bristles that you guys can see throughout the whole brush here, and it also has these unique airflow vents right behind that. At the top, it has a cool tip, and at the very bottom, you can see the multiple heat settings. So the settings on this brush go from cool, low to high, and you just turn it like this to get it to the setting of your liking, and then back to turn it off. So now would be the perfect time to get your heat protecting sprays in and ready. After that, all you'll really need is a clip to hold your hair once it's parted. You can also get a comb if you want to make sure that your parts are super straight, but I don't really care about that. So I kind of just part my hair with my nails, and it works just fine. This is about how much hair I use, or like I take out at a time. As you guys can see, my part is not super straight, and that's totally fine. It'll still get the job done. So personally, the way that I like to use this brush, I like to just turn it on and run it through my hair to make sure it doesn't have any tangles right before I go into actually getting into the straightening part. So I like to use this tug and pull motion, and this is so I can get as much heat to my roots as possible. So I kind of like to roll it around and then kind of like slowly bring it down and pull it down, and that's just to help with the sleekness. But for the roots, again, I like that whole tug motion and getting the hair rolled onto the brush just to make sure I'm getting a good amount of heat to my roots. Look at how it makes the ends look in this part, like woo. Honestly though, don't judge this brush by my ends, because it looked nice right there, but as you guys will see, like my ends need to be cut ASAP. Honestly, after watching this video and after filming this video, I'm really considering getting a curly cut, my first curly cut ever, and really starting to take care of my curls. Like, oof, after watching this, I'm just so sad. So also, don't underestimate the heat on this brush, guys. Like, as you guys will see again, my neck obviously started off as normal, my skin color, and then as I'm like using the brush, it gets super duper red, and there are certain parts in the video where you see me make faces, and that's possibly because I touched my hair right after it fell off the brush, and it was still super duper hot. So don't underestimate that. So again, I'm just running it through my hair as normal, and then I'm going to start with my whole tug and pull method. And honestly, the hair just rolls onto the brush on its own. You don't have to do much. You just leave it onto your head and then roll it on your head, and the hair will attach itself like to the brush. Sometimes I also leave, like right there you saw I left the brush a little bit longer in certain areas, and that's just to make sure that my hair is getting like super duper dry, and that the heat is really going through it, really sleeking it, and that it's getting as straight as possible. There's the neck looking crazy. Guys, honestly though, don't be afraid to like move this brush and do with this brush all that you want to make sure that it's getting to the straightness of your liking, or that you are getting those roots, you know, sleek to your liking, because it has tangle free bristles, so you don't have to worry about that. Like there, you can go off, like do whatever you need to do to get your hair to your liking. I've never had a problem where the brush like tangles my hair. Here's a little closer look at my whole tug and pull motion. Again, I'm just rolling it at my roots, not really, you know, placing the hair anywhere. It just kind of gets there like on its own, and then slowly pushing it down to kind of help with that like sleekness and that straightness. That's how I like my hair. I like my hair super duper straight. Also, shout out to my cousin, because she's the one that gifted me this brush for Christmas, this past Christmas. So shout out to you. You're a real one. I love this brush because it just makes your life so much easier. Like the fact that I don't have to do the whole rolos, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. I just get this brush, blow dry my hair, and in one tool you replace like two. Like it's a 2-in-1, because you don't need the whole brush on one hand, blow dryer on the other hand. It's just one tool, you know what I mean? You use the brush like you would the brush when you are blow drying it with the two tools in your hands, but the brush on its own does the blow drying part. So it's just it makes my life so much easier, and I 100% recommend. So here at the top, once you get to the very top and the last itsy bits of hairs, take your time. Make sure that you're running it, even if you have to run it through your hair like 1,000 times, make sure you're running it through your hair to get it to your liking. Take your time. Still, don't forget about the bottom to make sure those roots are good to go. Flip it. Do whatever you have to do. You can also make your ends go the way that you want them. Like if you want it to be kind of swoop, like kind of be a swoop. Is that a thing? Like kind of a scoop type of thing, you can do that. Or if you want it to be flipped upward, you can do that as well. So again, because this is your crown and this is kind of what shows when you're out and about and your hair is straight, you want to make sure that you're spending a lot of time on this top portion. I like to kind of do this just to make sure I didn't skip any areas, and just to make sure that those areas are really, like the roots are really straight. I really thought it was Beyonce here. Like, watch this part, watch this part. I said, whoop. I thought it was Beyonce. It's okay, though. It's okay. You do you, girl. No, but now is the perfect time to really use the brush without the whole motion. Now you can use the brush flat, and that's just to try and get to your baby hairs and your sideburns as well as you can, and just run it through. Again, go off. Do it as many times as you possibly think you need to get the hair to your liking. So what I don't really like about the brush, or like how it leaves my hair, is just at the roots. Like the no matter how many times you pass it, the roots and the sideburns area, the baby hair area, is not gonna get as sleek as you might want it, especially not for me, because I like my hair to be bone straight. And it does leave it straight, but it doesn't leave those areas as straight. But I think something has to be said about the fact that this brush, it's in the name, is also a volumizer brush, so it's not gonna like sleek those areas down. But that's okay. If you want to go through it with a straightener, you definitely can. If you want to go through it with a regular blow dryer, you definitely can. But because we're at home, it's quarantine, I didn't really feel like it was necessary. But still, regardless, just with one tool, look at how straight it leaves your hair. And for it to be able to do that from wet to dry like that in less than an hour, in like 30 minutes at that, that's perfect. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Make sure you're subscribing, giving this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.